Hello everybody, myself Dr. K.S. Raghuram, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, Vijnan's Institute of Information Technology, Autonomous, Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh, India. I am handling the subject of Automobile Engineering course. In the Automobile Engineering course, lecture 3, I am going to handle about the rear wheel drive, front wheel drive and four wheel drive vehicles. So, types of automobiles depending upon line of transmission. So, automobiles are classified into rear wheel drive, front wheel drive and then four wheel drive. So, what is meant by drive means, the drive means the transmission of power from the engine to the wheels. Here, if in the case of rear wheel drive, the automobile's engine power is transmitted to only the rear wheels. In the second type, the transmission of engine's power is transmitted to only the front wheels. The third type is a typical type of four-wheeler, in which case the transmission is done to both the rear wheel as well as the front wheel drive. This is also called as all-wheel drive. So, why the types of automobiles? Why these three types of automobiles, right? So, generally all the Indian vehicles are rear wheel drives, in which case the power transmission is given to only the rear wheels, right? On the concept that pushing is easier than pulling, that's why, so if you consider the automobile, this is the front side of the car and this is the rear side. Right? Here in Indian vehicles, the engine is mounted on the front of the automobile, front side of the automobile, whereas its power is transmitted to the rear wheels. This is going on in case of Indian vehicles. So, here what is happening is the power developed inside the engine is given to the rear wheels and rear wheels push the vehicles like this. So, pushing is easier, that is why the mechanism is very much confined to, very much friendly to this vehicle's motion. So, in the type of second type, the front wheel drive engine, right, in which case the automobile's power, this is mostly adopted in foreign vehicles where the engine's power, this is the front side and this is the rear side, right. So, this is the front axle and front wheel and this is the rear axle and rear wheel, right. So, here is the engine. So, in the front wheel drive, the complete transmission is given to the front wheel, right. So, here what is happening is the power developed inside the engine is given to the front wheel and front wheel pulls the entire load on the vehicle, right. That means the front half load as well as the rear load. The complete load is pulled by this engine, which is seldom very difficult for Indian road conditions. Here the Indian road conditions are being met as it is a pushing force. Pushing force is very high when compared to pulling force. That's why, whereas why this is adapted to foreign vehicles is, in the foreign the road conditions are very good. That's why pulling is sufficient to pull the vehicle here. But whereas if you adopt this vehicle in India, it is very difficult to pull the complete vehicle. That's why this type of vehicle is not suited for India. This is, this type of vehicle is not suited for India and this we will go with Indian automobiles, whereas four-wheel drives. In some vehicles like hill climbing vehicles, some vehicles are used only in the case of hills, right, where the vehicle has to travel through uproads or heavy rocky areas, right. So in such cases, four-wheel drives are used. So the application of four-wheel drives is military trucks. You can see the military areas. These military areas are mostly hilly areas, right. In such cases, the four-wheel drives are used. These two vehicles cannot push the vehicle for the hilly areas. That's why all the military vehicles are adapted with these four-wheel drives. So let us discuss about the rear-wheel drive cars, right. The power developed inside the engine is transmitted to the rear wheels. The power which is developed inside the engine is given to the rear wheels. The differential assembly mounted on the rear wheel receives the power and transmits to the rear wheels accordingly, right. That means on the rear wheel there is a differential assembly that we are going to discuss in the future lessons, right. For the time being, let us assume that differential is a receiving member of power given by the engine of the car, right. So the differential receives the power and transmits to the rear wheels, right. All Indian four-wheelers are rear-wheel drives. As I told you, all the Indian drives are rear-wheel drives, right. The advantages of rear-wheel drives are easy and simple mechanisms, right, because Indians mostly require the easy mechanism which is used to run the system, and it should be economically cheaper than other vehicles. So generally the front wheel drives and four wheel drives are costlier than this rear wheel drives, but the serving purpose is same. That's why all our Indians are going with the rear wheel drives, right. And it is low, as you see the advantages: easy and simple mechanisms, low cost of the vehicle's cost is low. Because why vehicle's cost is low is because it adopts easy mechanisms. That's why its cost is coming to lower. And as the mechanism is easy, the maintenance cost also becomes low. The disadvantages are slip is high in the transmission parts, means draining down of the power from the engine to the rear wheels, that is called as slip. Slip means dropping down. So there are more number of parts here, because the distance from the front wheel to rear wheel is very high and adopts more number of parts. So this requires high slip. That's a very disadvantage of this rear wheel drive. And high operating sounds are also coming. As the mechanism is easier, but the sounds are high, because as I told you, the power transmission requires number of parts and to travel to very higher distance from the engine to rear wheels, like this again. Right? Here is the engine and here is the rear wheel, right? So it has to cover so many parts that I had already discussed in the transmission system lesson, right? So here the engine's power, this is the engine and this is the rear wheel or rear axle, right? The engine's power is to be given to the rear axle in case of rear wheel drive, right? So from engine to the rear wheel, there are number of parts like clutch, gearbox, universal joint, a long hollow propeller shaft and differential assembly. So all these parts are involved. So each and every part develop its own sound. That in this rear wheel drive, the operating sounds are somewhat high, right? That's why most of the Indian cars, Indian car, as I told you, car means all the four-wheelers, lorries, buses, etc. So almost all the four-wheelers of India gives high sounds while operating, whereas that is not going on in the other type of cars, that is the front wheel drive as well as the all wheel drive. But why we are using is, it is becoming to lower cost. Because of this reason and ease of maintenance, we are going with the rear wheel drive plus 4 wheel drive, 4WD, the short term, or it is also called as 4x4 wheel. All the 4 wheels are driving, right? Why? So in case of rear wheel drive or front wheel drive, only 2 wheels will rotate, 2 wheels receive the power. But whereas in case of 4 wheel drive, the power is transmitted to all the 4 wheels at the same time, right? So such that vehicle requires more amount of pushing to the vehicle, right? That's why these type of vehicles are costlier in operation and difficult to manufacture and difficult to fabricate also, but they serve the purpose of lifting to in the areas of hilly roads, up roads, etc. These two advantages are met with the 4-wheel drive, whereas only the disadvantage is the 4-wheel drive is costlier in operation, but it meets the various requirements of uphill climbing vehicles like hilly roads and up roads. So this is the case of a 4-wheel drive, right? So this is a military jeep which is used to climb over the hills like this. This automatically climbs the Ghat mountains, right, where the defense people travels in the hilly areas. So they go with heavy load as well as the hilly areas. The 4-wheel drives are used for carrying heavy loads. This is very important. The load carried by the defense people is very high. They carry weighing weapons, their food, their luggages, etc., whose weight is very more when compared to the passenger vehicles. That's why this is met with the 4-wheel drives. Also, they carry hilly areas. They overcome the hilly areas, they will travel in the hilly areas, so that if the front wheel drive or rear wheel drive, if the front wheel drive or rear wheel drive is allowed to travel in this type of conditions, what happens is the front wheel drive's pull is not enough to overcome this hilly area. Right? As a result, what happens is the wheel goes slightly upwards and come back. There may be a chance of going off the wheel into the valleys also. That's why if the people unknowingly climb the hilly areas with their front wheel drive or rear wheel drive, and if the hilly Ghat area is having too much slope, there is a very danger of getting the accidents. That's why in traveling the areas like hilly areas or Ghat roads, right, it is very preferable to travel with the 4-wheel drives like jeep, military trucks, military vans like that, in which case the power is transmitted to both the wheels. So 4-wheel drive advantages are like this, right? It is having the more traction and power, right? Traction means the turning moment is more, right? And uproading in hill climbing are easily obtained with four-wheel drive, as I told you, right? And this also helps to travel in snow, ice, rocks, and other scenarios that can make control of where it is difficult, right? So in the Himalayan areas, in the icy areas also, these four-wheel drives will travel. By engaging both sets of wheels, traction and control improves. Additional weight contributes to better grip on the roads. So here, as all the four wheels are drives, so gripping is very more. This is very important. So in this case, if one wheel or two wheels loses its grip, nothing happens. The other two wheels will continue its grip and push the vehicle forwards. The chance of getting down the hilly area is very minimal in case of this four-wheel drive. Almost it is zero. Every inclination the four-wheel drive can travel. That's why there is no question of having any damage to the military people with the vehicles by traveling with the vehicles, because all the vehicles are four-wheel drives. So,
perfect motion demands more than just power. Applied at the right moment, in the right place, and with moderation, only then will the sheer power of today's Mercedes-Benz engines reveal itself in optimum vehicle dynamics. The new 4MATIC system distributes fully variable torque, adapting to driver and situation. To save weight and installation space, the PTU is integrated into the main 7G DCT transmission. Via the driveshaft, the power is fed to the multi-disc clutch of the completely new rear axle differential. The clutch pressure is regulated by an electronically controlled proportional valve. If required, up to almost 100% of drive power is directed to the rear axle differential. 3 years of development and various conceptual approaches culminate in an ideal all-wheel drive. On Mercedes-Benz test benches, demanding test routes, and in the biting cold of Lapland, hardware and operating parameters were brought to perfection. As a guiding principle, the rear axle transmission is activated as often as necessary, as seldom as possible. At high speeds, the new 4MATIC almost always uses front-wheel drive. As soon as the driving situation requires it, additional torque is sent to the rear axle within milliseconds. For example, when cornering at high speed, under full acceleration, or when the system senses a sudden change in the road surface. When ESP intervenes, the rear axle is immediately deprived of torque, as is expected from Mercedes-Benz, where driving safety always has top priority. Perfect integration, intelligent control, low fuel consumption. With a fully variable 4MATIC system, Mercedes-Benz now offers exciting high performance and sheer driving pleasure also in the compact class. 4MATIC, all-wheel drive perfected.
Almost every BMW can be equipped with xDrive, the all-wheel drive system by BMW. And this has two big advantages. On the one hand, you get enhanced driving dynamics. On the other, improved driving safety. This video will show how BMW xDrive can support your driving in everyday situations. The all-wheel drive system BMW xDrive is active all the time, but it only steps in when it detects potential danger. That way it supports you, for example, on gravel, sand, wet or icy roads. In a situation like this, with ground unevenly covered with snow, there are sections with more and sections with less traction. The xDrive system permanently monitors the speed of each wheel. If needed, it adjusts the power for every single wheel to get the best possible traction. All this happens within just milliseconds. Besides this, other factors are measured as well, like the angle of the steering wheel and the push on the gas pedal. The variety of data ensures that the system reacts to a given situation in the best possible way. But safety is just one side of the coin. The other is more driving pleasure. If you drive through a curve, for instance, BMW xDrive reduces the power on the inner curve wheels. This supports the side motion and gets you out of the curve faster. xDrive distributes the torque differently on every single wheel. When you take a curve with too much power on the drive wheels, which typically happens on slippery ground, you might risk over or understeering. In this case, BMW xDrive immediately shifts the power to the front or rear axle depending on the needs. It takes more energy to drive four wheels than just two. But over the years, BMW has continuously improved the system to accomplish a maximum degree of efficiency. For example, xDrive transfers only the amount of power to the respective axle that can actually be passed on to the road. The BMW xDrive gearbox and transmission have been optimized to lower fuel consumption. With BMW xDrive, you get safer and more dynamic driving pleasure on all sorts of road conditions, in all kinds of weather.
Indian car, as I told you, car means all the four-wheelers, lorries, buses, etc. So almost all the four-wheelers of India gives high sounds while operating, whereas that is not going on in the other type of cars, that is the front-wheel drive as well as the all-wheel drive. But why we are using is, it is becoming to lower cost. Because of this reason and ease of maintenance, we are going with the rear-wheel drive.